So what is this I'm hearing? That in Walmart, these digital price tags, these right here, that they can change according to your mood. So if your kids come in, they're all excited, it can up the price. So y'all been telling them kids to sit down in that car and hush. And I guess we're going to all walk around like this. Because if you express joy, the price tag can go up. Ain't that about some stuff? All we wanted y'all to do was open up 24 hours. We did not ask y'all to give us emotional price tags and prices. And don't let it be a lot of people in the store. The prices go up. So now you have to be like, you know what? Too many people in there. Let me go on there late at night and look sad and cover your face. Have y'all heard about this? What do you think about it? And what are you going to do to try to combat it? Because at this point, covering your face looks like it's going to be a thing. God, we can't even be happy in the store. That is so not cool. I wonder if it knows you're emotional either, because then of course the price go up because she had a breakup. She's going to eat some cookies and cake. Up the price of sugar. To me, this is crazy.
Okay, I'm trying to hold it together. Please don't tell me not to shop at Walmart. I can't handle it today. Any other day, I would love to talk about it, but not today, okay? So this employee is now laughing at me. I am a joke. Which also breaks my heart, because it's that is why people are getting away with what they're doing, right? So flippant about it. Okay, fine. So a manager finally comes over, and she is telling me, no, they're $18. And I was like, they're not, though. They're $3. And I was like, I don't really care. What I'm upset about is anybody who has any type of anything that could be considered a limitation would not be able to do this. If they don't have a smartphone, if they can't afford Wi-Fi, if they have mobility issues, if they have vision problems, if English isn't their first language, like there's a million reasons why somebody would not understand what you're doing right now. And I was like, and I'm not saying you, I'm not mad at you. I'm saying this is not okay. The Waltons need to get it together, right? And so then she's like, she doesn't believe me that they're $3. I must have picked up the wrong shoes. Fine. And she's like, if you have time to wait, I'll go back there and check. And I was like, fine. Like, at this point, I'll sit on the bench. I'll be here all day. So she goes to the back. She's gone for a really long time. And then she comes back, like, winded. She's like, I'm sorry. You're right. They are $3. But I see what you mean. So she had gone into the back to talk to supervisors back there to let them know this was happening. So then she's like, I need you to talk to the big manager. I said, fine. I'll talk to whoever. Because this feels like price cap. Like, this is a trap. This is what people are afraid of. This is the problem. Walmart's the problem, I know, but okay. So that woman apologizes profusely. Another employee just happens to come over to be like, what's going on? We fill them in, and they're like, we were worried about this. And I was like, I'm worried about this. We're all worried about this. And I was like, this is a problem. So they leave, and then I'm supposed to buy what I'm going to buy and then go up to the register, and they'll price correct at the customer service or whatever. And I said, honestly, at this point, I think the shoes should be free for me, but whatever. And so I go up there, and they have no clue what's going on. They think it just rung up wrong, and I paid the wrong price, and they need to like fix it. And I'm like, no, it's bigger than just it rang up wrong. The price is changing actively while I'm in the store. So then the head manager person, ruler, I don't know, whatever, she comes over and it said, well, I just don't think you're understanding how to use the app. And she's like, but we won't get into it. Just go ahead and let her have them for $3. And I was like, don't. I was like, that can stop right now. And I was like, I am not understanding the app. I said, I'm embarrassed at how fluent I am with your app. And I was like, so that's not it. And I said, and this is a bigger deal than just I want them for $3. This is a much bigger deal. The price actively changed while I was in the store. And then when I went back and checked it again, it went back down. And then when I came back up to the registers, it went up again. I said, this is something that needs to be reported to the Better Business Bureau. This is fraudulent. You can't do this. So she's like, I think you went to Walmart.com. I don't think you actually went to the app. And I was like, show me. Let's do it. So I pulled my phone out, and I was like, you mean like this? And I clicked on my app. And she's like, yeah, that's it. And I was like, and then choose this location? Like this? And that comes up, and she's like, oh, I guess you do know how to use the app. And I was like, okay. And I said, stick with me. And I scanned the shoes, $18.98. But I can buy them on sale online for $8.92. Full price online, $17.98. Where are these prices coming from? So now I've got new prices. So different price in the back, different price at the register, brand new prices at customer service. And she's like, that's the online price. It doesn't mean it's being sold by Walmart. It just means it's the online price. And I was like, please stop talking to me like that. I was like, I'm really frazzled today. And I was like, so I'm doing the best I can to hold it together. And I hear ya. And I was like, but that means you now have yet another false price. And I was like, so it's wrong in the back. It's the wrong merchandise hanging up in the back. Then you come up here and it changes back to full price and pretends like it's only sold online. And then I come up here and it's full price, but if I want to get it cheaper online, the full price online is $1 cheaper than the in-store price. And I can get it even cheaper online for $8.92. So all of us go schlepping back to the shoe department. So here I go to the back of the store again. Okay, I'll stop here and I'll tell you about that. Okay, I'm at Walmart and I'm extra annoyed because look at this. And maybe this is just new to me. Look at this. Nothing has a price. It has a barcode. So like, and then if you look at the tags say nothing. It's just barcodes. And you know what bothers me about this? Besides the fact that they're lying and they can change whatever they want whenever they want to just trick people, okay? So like, what bothers me about that? Okay, so like at any point, at any time, they can just change it. Fine, that's annoying in its own right. But what extra bothers me about it is the fact that like, not everybody has a smartphone and not everybody knows how to do this. I'm sorry, the quality's really bad because I'm in the store just panicking. Like if you're ADA or if you have an issue or if you can't, what do you mean there's no price on anything? That's crazy. How is that legal? I also feel like because it's just a barcode, how would I know if you changed it from, like you're watching me on your camera right here, watching me film you on my camera, that you're not going to be like, oh, she's got more money to change the price. I hate this. Lots of you have reached out. Lots of you have private messaged me. So many comments. I'm having a hard time keeping up on this whole Walmart thing. And so one video that was shared and sent to me multiple times, I'm going to try my best tech savvy self to put the information in there. I'll try and put screenshots, and then at the end I'll link the other video so that you can watch the whole thing, so that you can see that I'm not lying, because I got accused of lying by a few people. You don't have to believe me. I'm just trying to warn the masses. But this is a video of the price. The tag is set and it was $12.97 marked down to $5. While they're filming, no cuts, no edits, it starts blinking and then it reloads and it says that it's $10.97. And that's where my wild brain was like, this can't happen, because if I'm on a tight budget and I'm standing there writing this stuff down and trying to keep up with pricing, and my kid asked for a $5 toy and I'm trying to be kind about it and I'm like, sure, we can afford $5, and then I get to the register and it's off. But then imagine everything in the cart is a little bit off. That's what I'm talking about. And then if you say, no, this was supposed to be on sale, and then you go back and you try and scan it with your phone, scan it with their phone, scan it with the stuff they have there, scan it with the scanner, it's all going to come up $10 because it refreshed and it changed. And so you can't prove that it was $5. And it's not one thing, it's everything, right? Because my kid said several times as we were ringing stuff up, he was so apologetic and he kept being like, Mom, I'm so sorry. I thought that was only $9. Oh, Mom, I'm so sorry. I only thought. And I was like, it's not that big a deal. Everything's expensive, baby. I'm not worried about it. And he was like, I know, I just feel really bad. I feel really bad. Because we all know how expensive things get when you decide to buy it all at once, right? From like shower stuff to deodorant to mouthwash to toothpaste, when you're trying to buy it all at once. And so he was just, being kind. And I kept saying no. And I was like, I am getting concerned though, because everything's a little off, seems a little off. And so my snapping point was the shoes, because I was like, okay, that I know is on sale. And so that's where I went crazy. So I'll attach it at the end so that we can all see the same thing. Nobody can call me a liar. I'm just trying to spread the word so that people are aware. Okay.
This is what's wrong with Walmart's new price tags that are digital, okay? I need a vacuum. I'm broken. So I'm looking through the vacuums, and this catches my attention. 1 cent, right? This one's 1 cent. It says it's a Abyssal PF compact, but you go and you scan it right here, right? This one, scan it, and it ain't 1 cent. Once again, Dirt Devil says 1 cent. Didn't come up as 1 cent. We also have this Dirt Devil saying it's 1 cent. But if you scan them down here, they are not 1 cent. Look at this. 1 cent, 1 cent. And it's not just the displays, because why is this display correct? It says 98, and it's a price deal. We also see it says the power lifter swivel. Do you guys remember when Walmart used to say that if it's advertised as something, they have to guarantee it? Why is that not happening here? Apparently that's just out the window. So this is what's wrong with Walmart's new digital tags, is they're advertising one thing right here, and then you scan it and it ain't that.
Hey guys, check this out. This is what Walmart has done. They've replaced all the paper tags to these things. Check this out. These are digital tags that change like throughout the course of the day, so they can actually change the prices as like when it's busier, they'll raise the prices. When it's slower, they'll lower the prices, or vice versa. I don't know what their whole system is, their whole program is. What I do know is the prices can be changed digitally now. Check these tags out. Remember, it used to be the paper tags, right? Just regular paper, plastic, or whatever. Check these out. All right, so for instance, you have these Farm Rich. I know yesterday I was here, they were $6.48. So I don't know when they changed it, but they did. Check this out. It's like a little scanner now. And all of the products. This is what they were busy doing, remodeling late last year, like hundreds of stores. And they're doing them with all the stores. And I think Kroger's doing this too now. But check this out. They're all the same. They have these little scanner things, and then they can digitally change. Right here, they can digitally change the number. Is your Walmart doing this? If they are, you know they're ripping us off even more than they always do.
As a Walmart worker, the digital tags are great. All I can say is what happens when they all go out at the same time because we put them in all at the same time. Because all the batteries are the same, so I'm kind of concerned.
There's no price tags on anything. Look, seriously, over all the clothes here at Walmart, there's no price tags. What's up with that? I'm talking all of them. Look, all of them. Except I did notice right here, they got these little QR codes right here. So you can scan the QR code and it'll take you, I guess, to the item. But right here, like on these right here, right, there's no, what do y'all think? Is it kind of weird? All right, look, so we're way over here now. Even right here, look, there's no, where are the price stickers at? Look at this, y'all. There's none of them. All right, $150 for 3 bags. That is insane, dude. Anyways, I talked to them. What they're gonna do is they're putting like a digital price tag on top of it. It's gonna be all digital, basically. But anyways, y'all have a great day. That's pretty cool how they can do that, you know. Anyways, have a good day. I will say the 2 ladies we talked to are super cool, y'all.
I'm at Walmart, and there's no prices on the produce, like nothing. So I guess I'm quite the Karen. I went over and asked to speak with the manager, and so they're ordering somebody over here to speak with me. But this is absolutely absurd that you have to be somewhere there's no prices, none. Let's see if I can turn the phone around. Hold on. It's that way down the entire, all of it. Not a single price on any of these things. And, you know, I looked for a barcode. Maybe I could scan that and go out of my way. So while I'm waiting, I will concede that the limes are now 25 cents a piece, which is definitively better than the $1 a piece they were previously. Also, I looked at the Lay's potato chips, and they are down to $2.50 per bag. I will concede where things are good. That's pretty good. Apparently, they're in the middle of a reset. So, and I was told 98 cents a pound. But I said, I think before anybody buys something, they need to know what the price is. And the response was that they're in the middle of a reset for the digital pricing. So I just checked out. And you know, why is it that I have to feel like the jerk for wanting to know what I'm going to pay per pound for something before I commit to it? I mean, am I just completely crazy for wanting to know that? And Walmart has been doing this for years and years and years, just by a different name. I started tracking them back in 21, and for 2.5 years I tracked them, and the percentage of the time that you would see the price at the point of contact for the item, and then ring it up and it would be different. In my spreadsheets, it shows upwards of 30% of the time. 30% of the time now. I find it hard to believe that this was an isolated situation. So then I started going to multiple different Walmarts all over my city and then all over my state, and the statistics rang exactly true for that practice that was just ungodly considering we were in the middle of COVID and everything else. But anyway, so now this new little change the price as we go sort of situation is, to me, it's the same. It's the same deceptive tactics, and I'm not a fan. And before you come at me, I don't have a choice. Okay, where I live, it's either shop here and be the jerk that asks them what the price of everything is before I commit to it, or I have to drive 35-40 minutes to go to the nearest grocery store. So I don't want to hear it. These are deceptive practices. And get your stuff together before you put your little changing icon digital price tags. And don't tell me at 7:15 in the evening on a Saturday that you're changing out prices and there's just a system situation. I think the system maybe might want to be updated, 2:33 in the morning. And oh, by the way, they were raising money for Children's Miracle Network. And let me reiterate, they've already donated the money. You're paying them back. You're paying them back. Your $10 is not the $10 that's being sent to the Children's Miracle Network. You're paying Walmart back. Something to think about.
What's up, America? Walmart digital price tag update. So Walmart has announced by the end of this year, 2026, all 4,500 Walmarts will be shifting over to digital price tags. And that also means that Walmart will be involved in surge pricing, and more stores are starting to do this. So if you're unaware, digital price tags allow Walmart and other companies to slightly raise and lower prices depending on when you're shopping. When there's a lot of people in the store, they will slightly raise prices, and when there's nobody there, they'll drop them back to normal again. This is being done in order to maximize profit, because even a couple of cents here and there across the board with millions of people means lots of money. But with these digital price tags, they've also announced facial recognition technology to watch your face, and also emotional recognition technology. Yes, that is correct. Emotional recognition technology. So for instance, if you go down the cereal aisle and your kids start jumping and are super happy about a specific type of cereal, Walmart will see their emotion and they'll slightly raise prices because you like it. So yes, not just digital ID, coupled with facial recognition and emotional recognition. That's where Walmart is headed. But don't worry, it'll be all stores coming up.
Something strange is about to happen at Walmart with these digital price tags in a Walmart near you. By the end of 2026, they're going to be everywhere. And a lot of people aren't prepared for what's about to happen. As you can see, the Walmart stores that it did show up in, a lot of people are surprised because it is a scary situation. And the reason why the situation is scary because a certain move can change the price tag. And I never seen or heard anything like this before. But it's happening. Ain't that crazy? When the price is supposed to go down, they find a way to mysteriously go up. It's like the same thing every day. And it's just getting out of hand. And people are frustrated because of this. And the reason why they're frustrated, because they was looking forward to getting a good price, going to shop at Walmart, having a good time. And then as soon as you turn around, here comes something else. And that's just crazy, the situations that we live in America. And we're just wishing and hoping that it would change. But as you can see, there's no change no time soon. And as I stated, it's going to be everywhere. By the end of 2026, it's going to be in every Walmart. And a lot of people will still not know what's going on. And that's the crazy part. And to be honest, I don't think this is going to be the last grocery store situation. I think it's going to be at a lot of grocery stores probably. But I know this Walmart situation, this is the last thing customers wanted because Walmart is their favorite grocery store to some people. Some people are just going to shop at other grocery stores or the grocery stores in their neighborhood that doesn't have a big name because there's a lot of grocery stores like that around too. So it's just a scary situation. And the reason why is just people really don't know what to do. And then look with the self-checkout situation. They thinking about banning those or putting a subscription on the self-checkout for a year to get a membership year by year. That's what I'm seeing. And it's crazy. Before you know it, self-checkouts gonna start accepting tips. And it's just chaos after another. And Americans are just stuck because we don't know what to do, where to go from here. And a lot of us wasn't prepared. We don't watch the news. The ones who's not woke, we don't watch the news. But I'm starting to become more and more woke. So I'm starting to pay attention to what's going on. And I'm just trying to bring some awareness to the situation because it's one thing after another. No matter what you do, you try to save money, you can never get ahead. And that's the crazy part. And we still waiting on a change to come. But that's insane that you can go to the grocery store, and if you're happy to go to the grocery store, the price can change and go higher. And that's just a sad situation. So a lot of people are going to be angry on purpose when they go to the grocery store. They was already angry. It's just going to be a purposely angry now so they can save some money. And that's the crazy part. Man, this is terrible. And that's my take on this situation. Let me know if y'all know about this. If you do, leave it in the comments because I would like to hear y'all thoughts. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.